The last match between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Bafana of South Africa in the qualifying match of AFCON of this year, 2024, that was recently played, was a fantastic, serious, and delicate game. Of course, I have heard news of about four people who died while watching this match, especially Nigerians. And at this point, I feel that it is good to discuss um, possible causes of sudden death amidst emotional tension and things that can be done to avert it. Well, it is true that it has been said that for most people who are above 40 years, everybody should be aware of their health status. Of course, you should know if you're hypertensive, you should know if you're diabetic, you should know if you nurse one ailment or the other. And you cannot know this if you do not visit the hospital. But personally, I want to recommend on a personal ground to everybody in Nigeria. No, Nigeria is a peculiar country in that presently we have a very unconducive economic situation, a very unconducive security. A lot of things are, creating problems for Nigerians. Therefore, I personally, on a personal note, recommend that everybody that is above 25 years should make sure that he really understands the situation of his health. Why do I pick 25 years? Most 25 years, um, old people would have finished maybe university and their expectation is high. In situations they are not able to meet up with their desire. A lot of things can come up. So, if you are 25 years and above, please be sure of your health status. If you watch that match very well, you would accept with me that the height of the tension was when the Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen scored a goal against the South African. And then there was jubilation everywhere. There was jubilation on the field. There was jubilation at homes by people watching, viewing centers. Big jubilation. Then all of a sudden, there was a need to confirm by the referee. And while checking, it was noticed that there was a foul by the Nigerian defender against the South African in Nigerian box 18. And of course, that had occurred. But the ball left Nigerian side, went to the South African side, and Victor Osimhen scored. And eventually, the goal was cancelled, and then a penalty was awarded against Nigeria. That was a height. Honestly, it was a height. In fact, I heard that one person around that time, the person just breathed heavily and then fell on the ground and died. All effort, they just took him to the hospital. All effort to bring him back was not successful. Well, what do we need to do to prevent this kind of sudden death? The sudden. Number one thing that we need to do is to be aware of our health situation, especially our blood pressure values. Let everybody from age 25 be aware of his blood pressure values so that you will know if you are tending towards hypertension or not. You You should know your health status. It is very, very important. And now, number two, in case you find yourself in a situation of emotional tension, there is emotional tension. How do you combat it? How do you withstand it? Okay. The first thing you should do is to tell yourself, this situation, this tension should not consume me. It was the semi-final we watched. We are going to watch the final. There will be more tension. You must tell yourself that no matter how tough, no matter how heightened the tension is, it should not consume you. You still need to eat later. So, having that belief, it will go a long way in helping your psychology. Because what happens is when there is emotional tension, there is increase in the cardiac activity. It increases so much that there could be cardiac arrhythmia. It could further lead into cardiac fibrillation. And this can shut blood supply to the brain down. The person will fall and die. There will be cardiac arrest. So, number two thing that you should do is to use distraction method. Distraction method. You find yourself in a tense situation, distract yourself. Somebody says it's not possible. It's possible. How do you distract yourself? You want to go and watch football match? Get chewing gum. Come, remove one or tom, put it in your mouth, begin to chew. That will take a little of your attention from the 100% attention on the match. At least that you'll still be watching, but a little of your attention is taken away. Get a bottle of water, sip from time to time. Sip from time to time. Do not participate in unnecessary shouting. Don't participate in unnecessary shouting. Calm yourself down. Distract yourself. For people that will fall down eventually, they can't help themselves. What should people around do? Honestly, suddenly when you see somebody that falls beside you, it is not too appropriate to carry the person and say, let's go to hospital. Before you get there, the person will die. Dedicate at least 2 minutes before moving to resuscitating that person right there. Everybody should have this experience. It's not so difficult. Even if you are not a doctor, you are not a nurse, you are not a health worker, learn this. Quickly learn it now. All you need to do, roll the person on the floor, his back against the ground. Fold your hands like this, place it on the center of the chest, and then massage it. If there is anybody around who could do mouth to mouth, resuscitation, fine. But at least hit the heart with your hand. 2 minutes, do that. As logistics to transfer him to the hospital is being put in place. I tell you, when there is cardiac arrest, it means the heart suddenly stops activity. And when you roll that person on the floor and you are fast enough to apply cardiac massage, some people may be lucky. It may not be everybody, but at least some may be lucky. I advise that as you prepare to watch the next match, number one, don't forget that this match is for Africa. Africa is one. If we win, fine. May God let us win. Nigeria is the winner of this match. But if we do not win, stay calm. Stay calm. Don't be unnecessarily agitated. Distract yourself. Be aware of the people around to help them even when they fall. As we all prepare to watch the final match between Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire, I wish that all of us stay calm in good health. Thank you. God bless.